Good evening and hi everyone. Welcome to Mystery Monday. I'm live on Facebook, and hi if you are watching live tonight or if you're watching the replay, but also hello if you are watching the replay on YouTube as well, because I've only just gotten onto that as well. So hopefully I might see some of you there as well, which would be nice. Thank you all for joining me tonight, or whenever you happen to be watching it and you're free. My name is Lucia Byzantine and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, Australia. Just brilliant. So I'll just talk about a couple of our current promotions for now. Firstly, the big one, which isn't a promotion, but it is our new catalogue, which goes live tomorrow, which will be fantastic. So it'll be so nice to be able to look inside of that and see all the fantastic goodies that are in there. So I can't wait to put my first order in. If you still don't have a catalogue, please let me know. And private message me, or however, get in touch, and if you give me your address, I can actually send one out to you as well. So I would love to help you with that. The other thing is there's also a promotion going between the 4th of May and the 31st of May, that if you would actually like to join my team, there's a bonus, an extra $50 worth of product that you receive. So the deal is fantastic. It's $169 to join, and you will actually receive $283 worth of product. So that's actually $114 for free, which is just amazing. With that, you will also get business supplies and free shipping too. When you do join, you will receive 20% off, which is fantastic. But there is no commitment as well. So if you're a little bit worried about joining or a bit hesitant and are worried that you mightn't be able to keep it up, look, I'm always here to help as well, but also that there isn't a commitment too. So if you decide 3 months down the track that it's not for you, please don't stress. That's not a problem at all. So that is the joining promotion. But the other promotion is if you hold a workshop or a party, you also do receive stamping rewards once your order gets to 250 from the 4th of May till the 14th of June. Once your workshop hits $400, you will actually receive an extra $40 to spend as well. So that's another great reward to receive if you're actually doing a workshop as well. Hi Riaz, how are you? So yes, that's another great little bonus there too. So now we might get into what we're going to do tonight. So tonight I'm going to try a technique that I've only played with a couple of times. I have seen a couple of other demonstrators do it, Natasha Foote and Alyssa Tilsner, and it's actually called an inlaid floating technique. So I will show you a card that I have made with it, which is this little one here. It's a great technique to be able to use up all those little strips of paper that you end up with as well when you're making cards. This one I'm actually going to make out of the new ink colours, so you'll get to see those. The other thing that you will need for this is some window sheet, okay, because all of those bits of paper will actually get stuck onto the window sheet. When I do stick them on, I am going to use double-sided tape. It does adhere it a lot better. You could use glue, but you're going to have to wait a little while till it dries a bit before you can actually put it through your cut and emboss machine to cut out your shape. So I would recommend the tear and tape or a double-sided tape to do that with as well. Hi Rebecca, how are you? So what I have done, I don't have as yet lots of scraps for the new in colours, so I have cut out some little bits. They don't have to all be the same size, they can be different widths. It doesn't matter as long as your tape is going to fit on them, obviously. So the colours I have here, which are the new colours, are Pale Papaya, then I have Fresh Freesia, then I have Polished Pink, and then I've got, I would say probably my favourite is the Soft Succulent. And another colour we will use down the way for the mushrooms is the Evening Evergreen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grid paper to line everything up on, because you do kind of want it all to be as straight as you can. Using my double-sided tape, and I'll just grab my paper trimmers, paper snips, sorry. And you're just going to start by sticking them down nice and straight on your window sheet. So what we are going to do when we do stick them on the window sheet is leave a little gap between them as well. So again, double-sided tape. Like I said, I just think it'd be a great technique to use up scraps, because who doesn't end up with heaps of tiny strips of paper when you're making loads of cards? Because I know I have packets full of them. Let me just pop these this way. And what I'm trying to do is get the right side of the strips as well, because when you do cut them, they end up with a little dent on one side. So there's quite a fuzzy side, and then there's a smoother side, so I'm trying to use it so that the smoother side is up. So I've actually got 2 widths of double-sided tape here, so I can use the little skinny one on the skinnier strips, which is handy. Now with this technique, I'm actually using the little mushrooms for this card, but you can use anything that's got an outline. So I do have another little, I don't have anything that's current at the moment, but this was another little die that I had, which would be perfect for it, because you've got all this little nice intricate work on the inside. So once you've cut it out of the striped bit, then that will sit on the inside of it, which would look quite cute too. I probably should have done one of those. I might make one of those and just pop it on my page so that you can have a look at it hopefully tomorrow if I can. So hi Megan, how are you? I hope you enjoy this little technique. It's a nice, it's a new little one. I was just saying to the girls earlier that the one thing that you do need for this, scraps, which everyone's got, but the other thing is the window sheet. So the window sheet is just the plastic. Thin perspex. And what I'm doing is I'm sticking all these strips down, and I'm just leaving, and you can see just a little gap between them all. Okay, and I'm trying to do the colours in order, so I do get them all on there a couple of times as well, because I don't have OCD much at all. Hi Lisa, how are you? Hope you're well. It looked like you had a lovely day for the football on the weekend. So again, I was saying as well that using double-sided tape or tear and tape is the best adhesive for this one too, is what I would recommend. So what have I gone? Green again. So the good thing with this one is because my dies are small and this is really little, I can use my little mini cut and emboss machine as well to cut everything out, which will be nice. Always that little bit easier when you've got your smaller machine to work with, I think. Okay, last one. Him right down the bottom there. Now I am going to use, now I'm sorry, but this is it is discontinued, but there are circles in the new catalogue, which I can show you next week. So there's a layering circles and there's still the stitched rectangles in the new catalogue as well that you would be able to use then to cut out your shape as well. So what I am going to do is just use a little bit of washi tape to hold my die in place. Because it's a little bit thicker, the window sheet, I am going to run it through the machine a few times just to make sure that it does cut it properly. The other thing I will do too is just at this end, I am going to, sorry, I'm going to take that off. I'm just going to cut all these little bits off with a double-sided tape on the back of it, just so that they don't get stuck on my plates and make them all sticky as well. So we'll get rid of those bits and we'll go again with this. I just want to get a little bit of that pink at the bottom as well. So bring our little guy in. So I'm just using plates for the mini machine. I just need plate number 1 and 2 of the number 2 plates. Okay. So I'm just going to stick that in between, put my other 2 plate on top. Roll that through, and like I said, it's a little bit thicker because you've got the cardstock and the window sheet there as well. So I just want to make sure that is cut. I might go through just one more time just to be sure. I think we might be right, so let's have a look. And you know what, if it doesn't cut through it properly, we have always got our paper trimmer as well. I might just give it a little bit of a snip in a couple of places. Could just tell as it was going through, like I said, because it's just that little bit thicker. There you go. Okay, so that's what we end up with. Alrighty. So our next step is then to cut out of that whatever little image you'd like to cut out. So we might go the mushroom. I might actually put him that way. Sorry, just looking for my end of my washi tape. Actually, designer series paper would look really lovely, because that would, for the strips that is, because then you could actually have your mushroom or whatever you're inlaying, you could have in a plane, which would look quite good then. So again, a little bit of washi tape on this, just so that it doesn't move. It says eyes, I pick it up and it moves. Let's do that again. What I might also do with this one is just put another little something under it, just to make it a little bit thicker as it goes through the machine even. So I might do my machine. Just got another little piece of window sheet here. I'm actually just going to pop that under the mushroom. Like I said, it'll just make it that little bit tighter, so hopefully it will cut it a bit better. So now I'm just popping it through, and I'm just going to cut that mushroom. It will be a little bit firmer to get through, because you have got, well, I have got that extra layer in there as well. And the colours do look great together, don't they, Rebecca? I think these in colours are going to be absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's see what we've done here then. Ever so gently going to take that washi tape off. Because we've got strips and you've got the edge of the paper, it will it can tear a little easier then as well. But he's actually come out quite well. There's just that one little spot that he's a little bit stuck on, but that's fine. Okay, so he's done. So next step, and he actually looks quite cute too. You could use that on another card as well. So let me get my mushroom. I just put my cut and emboss machine away, but we do need it again, because what I'm going to do now is cut out one of the mushrooms in the evening evergreen. Because that's what I'm going to use to inlay. And this one I can just run through the one time, because it's just the normal cardstock. And that's a little bit that I need. Okay, so we have, what I have used is my own version of a note card. So I have cut this myself, and the note cards that you actually get in the catalogue are fantastic. They're a little bit bigger than this. They're 12.7 by 8.9, whereas this little one I've cut is only 10.5 by 7.4, or the 14.85 going that way. So I'm just going to double that. Now the reason why I've made them this size is because I just get a piece of A4 cardstock and cut it into quarters, and that's how I end up with this size here. So what I'm going to do now is actually put dimensionals behind this, because I'm going to stick it on here and I want it to stand up. So when I'm popping my dimensionals on it, I do have to make sure that the dimensionals are actually sitting behind the solid colours and not in the little clear strips, because otherwise you will see them. So you can see I'm just making sure that they're going on the solid strips here and not on the little clear bits. So I'm just going to put a few, oh actually I don't need them at that end because I'm going to cut the side off of it. So I'm not going to stick the whole thing on the card as well, so I'll show you what I mean. Stick a couple in the middle. I might just cut a little bit from the edge here. So that I've got a little skinny bit to put down the side here. And perhaps another as well. I'll pop him just down there. Okay, so the backs can now come off all of those. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. I don't know what the weather was like everywhere else, but here it was a beautiful weekend. It's glorious weather. Not quite as cold as it is now, but then we do live in Melbourne, so that's sort of pretty normal too. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to stick this on my card but overhang the right hand side. Okay, so do that kind of thing, and then what I'll do with that is we will just trim that off. Okay, so that's what we end up with. So then again, for my little mushroom, again you could use glue. I just find that this is just a little bit easier. The glue's great when you're doing mounts and things, but I do want this to stick pretty well and straight up as well, without weighting. So I will use the double-sided tape again. I will also use, I'll take a pick tool to get the backs off them as well. And the other good thing this is good for is if your tape goes over the edge a little bit, you can just roll it over with your tool as well. Okay, so once that's done, what happens with this little piece is this is actually going to sit on your card. So this is all raised and this is actually sitting on the inside. So we're just going to inlay it in there, and again the take a pick tool is good because you can just poke it all the way around and make sure it's all sitting down. I would even just use my little spatula piece and just make sure it's all sitting flat as well. So that's kind of it. So what I will do now is I might just pop a little hello on it. So this is again the evening evergreen. My little hello is from, I didn't actually say, it's from Snailed It. So it's a little hello there, and the mushroom I have used is also from the dies from the Snailed It suite. I'll pop a little hello, And then I'll also use some of the In Colour jewels. So again, these are all new. There's some gorgeous colours there. So these are all the colours. I'll bring them in so that you can see them. So they're all our new colours there. Now in the last card I actually used the darker ones. So I think for this one I might use something a little bit brighter for it. So we might go ahead and I might use the Fresh Freesia. And again, when I'm putting little elements on, 3 is always a good number. And usually tend to go 2 and 1. Sort of that kind of thing. So that's another one I've made. And that was another little one with just the 3 colours, which was quite nice as well. But again, the possibilities are endless depending on your dyes. Like I said, I don't have a lot of dyes that are actually current at the moment, so that kind of made it a little bit harder for me to show you. But I did want to show you because I saw the technique and thought it was quite an interesting technique. It was something a little bit different. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please drop me a line and let me know. Hi Gra, hope you liked it. I probably like the little black and white one with the little red mushrooms the best, but I did want to show off the new In Colours as well, because I do think the In Colours are just gorgeous. Love them, absolutely love them. I'll get heaps of use out of all of them, I think. So another thing is I do have my host code for this month. Remember also that the catalogue goes live tomorrow, and that's the new catalogue. Now, I didn't really tell you the pages of anything because I would have been telling you the pages of the new catalogue, but I still will. So there was the window sheet that we used, and the window sheet you can purchase. You get 2 30.5 by 30.5 sheets for $8.75. That's page 136 for, I think I just said, $8.75. But that's, like I said, the pages are from the new catalogue. I've just used the basic white card stock for the cards as well. The In Colour jewels, which are just gorgeous. So they are page 142, so they're $12.25. And you actually get 100 little Diamantes in that, so you're getting 20 of each colour. And the other thing, and the tear and tape was the other thing too. So our tear and tape is on page 167 of the new catalogue, and that's $12.25, and you actually receive 24.7 metres in that, so that's actually quite a good buy too. So that's probably it. Like I said, apart from the new catalogue going live tomorrow, that's probably my biggest news. So I do have a card class as well that we're doing, which is a one sheet wonder. So if anyone is interested in that, that is on the 14th of May. And they're just, I have used retired cardstock there. And it will be, you pop your own sentiments on them as well. So I haven't provided any sentiments for them. But they're the few cards. So $40, there's 10 cards here, so $40 and I can prepare it all for you, or $15 and I will just send you the PDF and the instructions to make it as well. And the pattern for the one sheet wonder also. And I think that's probably it. That's all I have to show. So I hope you all have a lovely week. If I don't see you during the week, which I will, some of you, I will see you next Monday. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.